Hello, Saggies. How are you guys doing? It's Lisa, and I'm here. We're going to do September 2022's mid-month general reading. It's only general, so it won't resonate with everybody, but take what does, leave what doesn't. If you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoy it and you'll come back and see me again. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you've been here before, I really, really do appreciate you coming back. That means a lot. All right, so what did we start with? What do we have for Sagittarius for the mid-month of September 2022? Can you tell me for Sagittarius? Okay, we got the Sun. Nice start. And the Hierophant. The Ace of Swords. This came up in this position for 3 other ones. And I used different decks almost for all of them. That's crazy. I'll go get there. The Lovers. The 10 of Coins. And the 8 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Alright, well, we'll find out what we can find out here, and we'll clarify with another deck, and then we'll pull an oracle card at the end. Okay. Now, right here, this is how you feel about you right now. And, well, kind of, you're happy as a pig in shit, basically, right? It seems like everything's going good. You're feeling fine. All kinds of happy, joy going around, and that is awesome. And right next to you is what you want. Now this Hierophant, he can be, first off, he's very routine. He doesn't think outside the box. He's just wants things to be a certain way, and very traditional, following the rules, possibly even a spiritual perspective to something. You might be considering some kind of, going to church, going to a minister, counseling even. That kind of situation. Possibly even school. So we'll see. And he can represent marriage sometimes. So, alright, so you got the Sun, and you're all kinds of happy. So I guess it could be. That could be. But when we clarify, it usually pans out. And then you get the Ace of Swords. And this is one, I keep saying this. And this is under your fears. And that's why I thought, it's kind of blowing my mind, because it's like, what are you afraid of when it comes to Ace of Swords? A breakthrough? Having a new idea? Some kind of mental clarity about something? So, actually, alright, so I'm thinking, alright, so this Hierophant is all the inside-the-box thinking, and he wants things to be the way it's supposed to be, and, tradition, follow the rules, don't change anything. So, at that point, are you afraid of breaking that? Like, you don't want to go do anything different, like this cool new idea breakthrough that you might be having? Because you know that you would rather be this, routine person. Like, this person that's in just very routine and wants things traditional and just like that. And for some reason, this new idea is kind of scaring you. Well, we'll see. Now we got the Lovers. And this is like what's going for you. Now, right now, because we don't have any other cards out, we're going to clarify, maybe we'll figure it out. But then again, we got the marriage and son. Okay, but this could be a partner. This could be like soulmate kind of person that you would rather. You can't imagine not being with them. Like that's just, and it could be a friend. It could be a family member. Because somebody that you have such a tight bond with, you can't even imagine them not being in your life. And again, it could be a relationship, but it also could be a choice. Because it's a duality. So if you have, it's like having you're at a crossroads, because it's a decision or a choice that's going to have consequences. Because it's not just should I wear a red or blue shirt? It's whatever this decision is, if that's what it is, there's consequences to it. And you'd have to be able to accept the consequences when you make that choice. All right, so now we got the Ten of Pentacles. And this is weird. Because this is what's going against you. And usually it represents money, possibly even a legacy that you could hand down to your family. Something that, even if it's not even money, if it's values or, like the traditions and things that you can hand down to them. Always having that comfort and security of always having enough and knowing that's always going to be there. And I don't know why that would go against you, but again, hopefully, maybe it'll make sense in a minute. And now the 6 cards, you got 3 major arcana. So there's life-changing things going on. And you got this 8 of coins, pentacles. And this is, okay, yeah, it's work, it's meticulous. It's you're not trying to cut corners. Just going to keep working until you get what you need done. All right. After all these other cards, that seems boring, doesn't it? Don't you just want to? Okay. All right. All right. So what about the sun? Why is sun here for Sagittarius? Can you tell me about Sagittarius with the sun? All right. We got the King of Swords and the 3 of Cups. Okay. So this at that moment, the King of Swords can represent you. They're an authority figure, very law and order type person. So maybe that's what you're taking on, that's the characteristics of you at the time. Doesn't have to be. I mean, it could be something that Either it's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Does not have to be. It does not have to be a man or a woman. But just somebody who has that kind of, that personality, that, they're firm and they're fair. And they are not, they'll use their mind over their heart in all situations. But now you have this 3 of Cups. So this is like your friends and, your family, people you're closest to, having celebrations and a party. So that would explain the sun. That makes sense to me. So, all right. So you're having good times. What about this Hierophant? What is the Hierophant here for? Oops. Jeez. The Page of Swords. And the Hierophant again. All right, so... Okay, so the Page of Swords. This is again, with the new. Something new, something, looking for new knowledge, looking for new things to learn, new things to talk about, new ways to communicate with people. And here with this, traditional routine, and I'm just trying to figure out how this would work out together, except for, because it's almost like they're, I don't want to say total opposites, but just very opposites in that sense. But did you decide, Tower on here, did you decide at some point, no, I'm going to find new stuff, I'm going to do new stuff, and put Hierophant down and just maybe take the chance to do something differently? Let's see what it comes up with here, the Ace of Swords. Maybe this will make sense. Because, yeah, that's where it came up under fears. Alright, we got the Four of Wands and Judgment. Now the four, okay, so this, it's like my stability card. I always think of that, it's probably just because the four looks stable. But yeah, these are people that are having a little party in the background. You know, so there's good times. You're celebrating something over here. So celebrations are going on. And around the celebration, Judgment's coming in. And kind of like, it's causing you to think. You're reviewing the decisions that you've made. So maybe at some point you're looking at things going, okay, well, I did that. Could I have maybe done it a different way? You know, or I did it that way. Should I? Oh, that's why. Because you, at that point, when you was coming up as your fears, all right, so yeah, you were celebrating, having happy, but now you're thinking, what could I have done differently? What could have made it better? And I think that's why these new ideas and the new way to talk to people or communicate or whatever, that's what it was. You were having doubts that you could have, if things didn't work out, if I would have done it this way, if I would have got out of the box, if I wouldn't have been so, hardcore, routine and that tradition and doing that way, what I could have done. So something, well, I don't know what happened, but maybe something happened that's causing you to like have this feelings of, I need to see if I can rethink this. Because it's almost like you learned a lesson from what was going on. Because that's kind of what, judgment's all about. It's like you learn the lesson, so because you know that when you do it again, or if something actually comes up like that again, you'll do it differently. Because maybe whatever the outcome was, even though things are looking very good for you, but whatever the situation was, the outcome of your traditional routine in-the-box thinking might have caused something to be not as good as it could have been. Okay, that actually feels right. All right, so now what about this Lovers? Oops, right. All right, well, we got the Lovers. Lovers for Sagittarius. Come on, Lovers. Okay, you got the Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups. All right, so I'm guessing with this Lovers, there's a lot of nostalgia going on. You're thinking about, family, friends that you grew up with, that you haven't seen for a while. And I feel like it's bringing on a lot of emotions and a lot of feelings. And so I don't know if you ran into these people again, because sometimes with the Mercury retrograde, you'll run into people that you haven't seen for a while. Or even with this nostalgia, like so you're thinking about things that you hadn't for a while. And it might be around, again, with these people or this choice that you may be making, that maybe you want to reach out. But yeah, it feels like you might want to reach out because you do still have a lot of feelings for them. The King of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. Coming out on the Ten of... Yeah, the Ten of Coins that for some reason was against you. And I'm not getting that, but it looks like... Alright, so you're juggling. Alright, there's things to do, home, family, jobs. You're juggling. And yet, now this King of Cups person, now, again, if this is your energy, you're feeling very emotionally balanced. You're compassionate, diplomatic, and that could be after, having all these feelings from whatever went on. Could have, from the celebration, it could have been from, the good times that were going on here, and your insight into what you could have done different. Or this could just be somebody that that could have been around these, and you're balancing maybe like you're doing this juggling because you're trying to get everybody in, that maybe you want to see a lot of people and you have to do the juggling act because you can't do it all at one time, or in that sense. That's kind of what that feels like. It's almost like you just have to juggle to get everybody in. What about this 8 of coins? All right, got the Knight of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. All right, now this looks like, okay, say it's at work, because the 8 of coins is, you know, kind of around work. Usually it feels like it's around work. And I think you're just looking for teamwork and cooperation. And just being very productive, a lot of hard work. It's possible if you were trying to build something, if maybe if you got a different job or you had a different business, and if it was going to make you any kind of abundance, it's going to take a while. The Knight of Pentacles does not move very fast, but it does get there because it's very sturdy, and it's kind of like a sure thing, but it's slow. I want to pull another card for this King of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like something's missing. Hey, hello. The Hermit. And Death. Alright, well. We got the 7 of Pentacles. So, I don't know, like maybe it's just, like it's trying to tell me a lot of stuff all at one time. You're trying to get the abundance and know that you're going to keep working at something really hard. And it's going to build up to that 10 of Pentacles. And some things are going to have to change, whether it's wherever, but new things can't come in if old things don't die off. And whatever that situation is. And that makes sense too, because then we got this, that's an ending. So it reflects like if you're going to stop doing what you've always done and you're going to try to do a little bit different, like with the 7 and you're going to try to do a little bit different. It's like you're going to take one of these little coins and you're going to plant it somewhere else to see what you can make out of it. And you're going to be thinking about it. How's that? All right. All right, but yeah, all in all, it just seems like, you have some, like this is a pretty good reading. I don't know what went on over here, but I just feel like your main thing is you don't want to be the inside the box thinker all the time, because that was maybe what was causing any issues that you had, or was like, it could have been better if it wasn't. All right. Let's see what this guy says. The energy is gaining momentum, right? That's the waxing moon. There's your pretty. And the energy around the reading, protection. I read this before. It's kind of interesting, actually. Hang out with me, won't you? Keep thinking it's purple. It comes up, it's like black. And I must be colorblind or something. Hold on. Okay, protection. The essence of this card is about feeling personally safe and protected as you navigate through life. It asks you to find the delicate balance of pushing yourself through fearful, anxious situations while also feeling secure. This card asks how you can feel protected during those scary situations. Does it mean reaching out to others or just making sure that you are grounded in the present? How can you move forward while feeling safe? Okay, that's a good question. All right. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed the reading, and give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Write me a comment if it resonates with you. I know there's like a lot to unpack here, but it was pretty cool. And I will be seeing you in October. Take care.